Another day, another finest video, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to milk this finest set for as long as we can, so welcome back to another one. This is not going to be a gameplay video, but I will have a gameplay for you guys out later today. It'll be Ronald Acuna Jr.'s debut. I finished the 9th inning program on Thursday. It only took me about 2 hours, so if you guys are interested to see gameplay with him, check back on the channel a little bit later today. I also have Bregman coming. I also have Yelich coming, so there's a lot of different debuts coming, so if you like the ranked seasons gameplay, you guys are in for a good weekend. Also, at the time you're watching this video, I may be live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Kooks46, playing in the Fall Cup qualifier. This is weekend 3 of qualifiers. I'll be live Saturday and Sunday. I'm going live at around 2:30 Pacific, so I don't know what time this video is going live, so if I'm not live yet, then just check back then if you're interested. But back to the topic at hand. I wanted to just talk about the finest cards in general. There are so many different finest cards in the game right now that it can honestly be a little bit overwhelming, and some people might not really know who's better than who. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you guys my opinions, my own personal opinions of the top 10 finest cards in the game right now, tell you why I like a certain player more than the other, and just kind of where I rank everybody and who might even make my endgame team. A couple things to clarify though. Number one, there are going to be no pitchers on this list just because I don't really feel like it's fair to compare a pitcher to a position player in MLB The Show. Like, I don't know, especially if I haven't used DeGrom or I've only used Cole one time in a 3-inning game and we don't even have Max Scherzer yet. Like, it's just hard to rank those guys in this list, so just for that, I'm not going to bring in pitchers. And I'm only going to have guys that are actually in the game right now, so Pete Alonso and Xander Bogaerts, those are two cards that are going to be tied to the next event, and since they're not in the game right now, it's not really fair for me to rank them, so only guys that are currently in the game and no pitchers. Feel free in the comments to let me know why you think a certain player is deserving to be on this list, why you disagree with one of my picks, anything you guys want to say, feel free to leave it down in the comments section. I'll take a look at that and see how many of you guys call me stupid. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into my rankings. DJ LeMahieu, second baseman for the New York Yankees. He can play first, third, and short, so he can play anywhere in the infield if you need him to. So that's really nice to have that level of versatility from him. It's really good. 114 and then maxed contact against lefties, so obviously he's going to hit really well. 107 power against lefties, 123 vision. That vision is really nice, especially if you're playing on the higher levels. So overall, DJ LeMahieu can friggin' hit. And one thing you're gonna get out of my top 10 list is you guys are gonna realize that for me, defense is a really big deal. I know I just had Ketel Marte on number 10 and his defense isn't like amazing. It's not bad, but it's not, you know, top tier or anything. For me, it's gonna take a lot from the player offensive wise to actually justify starting them if their defense is going to cost me. And with DJ LeMahieu, the 91 fielding, having a diamond badge at second base is going to be really helpful. It's going to cause me a lot less stress, and it's going to put me in a position to where I can avoid the most unfortunate animations in the most cases. He's got a good bat against lefties for sure. He's still pretty good against righties, obviously. The great vision is going to be nice at high levels. The diamond defense is really solid, and the fact that he can play a bunch of different positions. At the end of the day, even though he's not my favorite card, he's got to be in the top 10 list because he is a top 10 finest player. Okay, so some of you guys might disagree with me putting this card here, but Matt Chapman, I think, deserves it. I think he's 100% a top 10 finest player. Before Arenado and Rendon and Bregman all came out, I thought this guy might have been the best third baseman easily in the set, but he might have even been a top 3 third baseman in the entire game, and I still think he could give a lot of guys a run for their money, specifically with the 97, 109 power. The 92 vision could be a little bit better. That would be helpful if it was above 100, but at the end of the day, having that power is going to be really nice. And then of course, like I said, defense is a big deal to me. He's got maxed out defense, 94 fielding with 99 fielding with 94 arm strength. He's going to be a vacuum. He's going to be so locked down at third base that you really never have to worry about a ball being hit to the left side of the infield and Matt Chapman messing up, because he's just so good. He's so sound. He's so fundamental. And for a third baseman, 71 speed is also really good. So Matt Chapman, I think the fact that he's got the max defense with the big power, I think he definitely is a top 10 card. You could maybe mix him around with DJ and Marte in this list, but for me, he comes up a little bit above those guys. 99 overall, JT Realmuto from the Philadelphia Phillies. He is really good. Part of the reason is just because he's so balanced everywhere you look. 97 contact against both sides, 89, 99 power with 103 vision. vision. That is literally almost just like a straight line at 100 for his hitting attributes. Like, that's really good, especially for the catcher position, which, you know, might be the weakest position in the game. Obviously, you've got guys like Piazza and you've got guys like Pudge who are really good hitters, and then Johnny Bench, of course. They're all really good hitters, but JT Realmuto kind of brings the best of both worlds. Brings the contact, brings the power, brings the vision, and of course, the fielding. 85 fielding with 95 arm strength. He's going to gun down pretty much anybody that tries to run on him. He's also got 89 blocking, but realistically, that doesn't really matter in the show this year. The other big thing about Realmuto is he's got 82 speed for a catcher. 82 speed. This guy can move. That's going to be really, really helpful in the base paths because a lot of catchers are slow. They kind of clog up that part of the order, but you're not going to have to worry about that with Realmuto. He's definitely a top 10 finest player. I almost forgot about this guy when I was making this list. Luckily, I remembered him kind of last second and I snuck him in there. Javier Baez. He is going to be at number 7 for me. He is absolutely amazing, dude. 111, 122 against lefties. He's a lefty killer. 98, 95 against righties with 87 vision. So overall, he's a really, really good hitter. Vision is a little bit lower than maybe we would like, but it is what it is. That's why he's a little bit lower on this list than maybe some other guys. He's got the fielding, diamond fielding with 91 arm strength. He's also able to run with that 80 speed. And one thing that's nice about him, he can play center field. You know, if you have your infield stacked and maybe you need somebody to roam the outfield for you, Javier Baez can be your guy. He's going to have really, really good goal defense out there. He can play anywhere in the infield other than first. Javier Baez has a lot of different ways he can hurt you, and he definitely is a top 10 finest player. Coming in at number 6, we have the next third baseman, Anthony Rendon, one of the most underrated players in all of baseball. I think the fact that the Nationals made the World Series and now he's, going to get some contract offers is going to put him a little bit more in the spotlight. So I don't think Rendon, being as underrated as he is, he's going to last much longer. People are going to start knowing his name outside of just the, hardcore baseball fans. He's absolutely amazing, dude. Third base with 111, 107 contact, 93, 106 power, 112 vision, 81 fielding. He's got gold fielding with 82 arm strength. That is not terrible. That's fantastic for a lot of players. Only 53 speed, so he's not like the fastest guy in the world, but I rank this guy above Matt Chapman because he's basically got everything Matt Chapman has for hitting, just a little bit better. And Matt Chapman is the outlier when it comes to defense. Not hardly anybody has 99 fielding in this game. So Anthony Rendon having gold fielding, it's going to be serviceable. He's going to be fine. He's still going to be pretty solid over there. He just fits, man. He's got to be in the top 10. He's number 6 for me. Coming in at number 5, we have the next 9th inning boss, 99 overall center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. He had an amazing year, almost went 40-40, so the speed is going to be great. 91 speed with 90 stealing, so nothing to worry about on the base paths or in the outfield itself. So he's going to be locked down on that front. He also got a lot better defensively, and MLB The Show did him pretty dirty with his defensive ratings earlier in the year, but on this card, he's got gold fielding with 95 arm strength, 90 arm accuracy, so he's going to be fantastic in the field. And like I said, the fact that he almost went 40-40, that's got to show up on the hitting stats too. Power at 105 and 121, 100 contact versus righties with 94 contact versus lefties. The only reason he doesn't get a little bit higher is probably just because of the 85 vision. If he had higher vision, similar to maybe like Yelich or Bellinger or Bregman or a guy like that, he would probably be a little bit higher, but he sits right in the middle at number 5. He's still insanely good. You're going to see a debut with him on the channel a little bit later today. He can hit, bro. He can flat out hit and run. At number 4, Christian Yelich, the Milwaukee Brewers 2018 MVP, and in my personal opinion, I think he'll win the National League MVP for 2019 as well, or I think he should win it over Bellinger, but that's just my opinion. You guys might disagree with that. He is insane. He's maxed out against righties, 125, 125. I think only Ted Williams has that same thing, or I think Ted Williams is like 123 or something. I don't even know. He is insane against righties. He's also got 100 vision, and then 98, 112 against lefties. Absolutely insane. He's just as a lefty bat, dude, you can't pitch to this guy no matter who you have on the mound. He's gonna hit everything. He also had a really good year when it came to stealing bases and running the bases. 81 speed, 96 stealing, so he's gonna be electric on that front. The only way he does struggle a little bit is on the fielding aspect. 76 fielding with 70 arm strength. So if you could, you most likely would want to put him in left field because 70 arm strength isn't throwing anybody out. Let's be real. And that's probably the reason why he doesn't get up a little bit higher on this list above the top 3. It's just the fielding, you know, 76 fielding and 70 arm strength is not going to do anything. The bat is insane though. I would still put this guy on my team just for that bat. He might be a bench bat, honestly, with the 125 against righties. Coming in at number 3, the third baseman, the best one in the set in my opinion, Nolan Arenado. He had, I think, the best year of his entire career, and this guy's always in the MVP talks for the National League, and the fact that he continues to get better, I don't care what you say about the Coors Field effect, he can hit anywhere, and the power is ridiculous. 99, 112 power, 106, 107 contact, 111 vision. That's really nice. Having that high vision is really nice, and the reason he's above Anthony Rendon is pretty much, as you guys know, the defense. He's got 90 fielding with 97 arm strength. Anthony Rendon has solid gold defense, but you have a guy with elite level defense. He's got to be up on him a little bit, especially with very similar hitting stats. He only has 38 speed, so it's not really going to be that great when you get him up at the plate and on first base or something like that, but you know, most of the time the ball is probably going in a gap or over the fence with this card. So Nolan Arenado, one of the best, finest cards. Right now he's top 3 for me. He's just absolutely insane. I may have just said that Arenado is the best third baseman in the set, but he's not the best third base finest player because that does go to Alex Bregman. And I know Arenado has the defensive edge with the 90 fielding and 97 arm strength, but he's got 83 with 87. That's not bad. That's only 7 points lower on the fielding. It's better than Anthony Rendon's. And take a look at the hitting. 125 against lefties with 124 vision. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This guy, unreal card. He's got 98 contact versus righties too. Wow, so trash, right? Dude, this card can do everything. He, like, you know, what's his name? Yelich would be a bench bat against righties. Bregman's got to be a bench bat against lefties, I think. I can't hit the ball with Frank Thomas in this game, and if Bregman is going to bring that 125 with 124 to the table, he's got to find a way to be on my squad at some point. And like I said, 83 fielding with 87 arm strength, that's really good. You can also put him at first or short or left. He's versatile. He's the number 2 finest card in the entire game for me, and you guys can probably guess who number 1 is going to be at this point. Cody Bellinger is number 1. He's the best, finest card in the game right now. His hitting is ridiculous. 116, 119 against righties, 98 contact versus lefties with max power, 125, 112 vision, 125 discipline, 105 clutch. So he's going to be good with runners in scoring position. And then the fielding, 88 fielding with 93 arm strength, 83 speed, 67 stealing. He can play first base as well. He's a left-handed bat. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't see anybody being better than Bellinger. You can argue that guys had a better year than Bellinger and maybe they deserved a better card, but Bellinger, to me, is the best, finest card. He has everything I need: the power, the speed, the fielding, the arm. He's a true 5 tool. He's got to be number 1. So those are my top 10 favorite finest cards in the game right now. I know you guys are going to disagree with some of those, so feel free to leave that down in the comments. I just think that, you know, a mix of defense and speed and hitting and power and all that stuff really all comes into play when looking at a card as a whole. And I hope I made enough sense with why I think certain guys are ranked above others. So I don't know. Once again, I know you guys are going to disagree with me, so feel free to leave those down in the comments. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video regardless. Drop a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. You don't want to miss that Acuna gameplay coming out a little bit later today. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.